Nekropsie are a 5-piece black metal band formed in 2017 and hailing from Germany. Prophecies of Decay is their debut and self-produced full-length release which plagued us only this year in March 2020. Nekropsie have found a great balance, in my opinion, of those evil melodies and stark rawness within the 8-track album, with riffs walking the left-hand path and a sound that's very aligned to the underground. The ambient intro sets the scene for a grim journey that's soon to commence, that's for sure. Those crashing waves, the sound of ominous nature, and an exhausted, scared breathing, kind of chilling, that's for sure when you hear it. It's as if someone is trying to find a safe place to hide, but may have just walked into another level of danger to seek their refuge. I found the melodies so striking within this. They are so prominent from the start of the first track into Oblivion. They sounded enticingly dark, of course I was drawn to that, and they managed to be anthem-like and emotive at the same time. A cracking start to this album. How could I not listen to this and want to share it with you? The album has such a great diversity to it as well, with some hectic fast moments, mid-pace change-ups, and slower entries such as track 3, What Lurks Beneath, with a rhythmic start before morphing into a rock and roll flow with deadly tremolo picking, an interesting mashup of rhythm, and those layered guitars add such a weight to this overall sound. And moving into the track Winterfrost, with icy riffs and noxious melodicism, the guitar work in this track just absolutely killed me. It was so good. This lady can play, let me tell you. Let's talk vocals. They are so strong, very, very cold, and mid-range for the most part, of a gravelling steady fold. Under the Crimson Moon is a favourite of mine. It's the one I've got on in the background. The vocal delivery here was just so threatening and reigned supreme over the soundscapes of exceptional turned down guitars, layered with absolutely opaque and moving trem picks. Those double kicks just get me every time. I love hearing that in my black metal. The bass had such a good rhythm to it, and the deadly distortion keeping this track extra filthy. This one was foreboding, very, very dense and just reeking of impending doom. Damnation is very atmospheric but still manages to hold a solid intensity with it, and the Child of the Unlight is dramatic in its execution and heavy as hell. Damn, the doom is so strong within this track, and the vocals are at its most guttural and with these frantic witchy screams over the top that are rather incoherent. Lyrically, I can only guess what this is about. You know, it sounds very impure and awfully hateful, and I'd love to see these lyrics, so get them up on Bandcamp. I'd love to read them. The outro is as equally as dark as the intro, with lapping waves creating a feel of isolation and loneliness, and quiet guitar passages were truly stunning across those soundscapes as well to see this album out to its completion. I tell you what, I'm just further and further impressed with debut albums coming out at the moment from all these bands, and Nekropsie have showcased awesome synergy within their sound within this album. It's one that suckered me in on the initial listen and just continues to grow every time I hear it, and I've been listening to it a lot over the last few days. It has such a creativity with it, heavy substance and nicely varied traditional black metal influences, very catching melodicism and ungodly soundscapes that I'm just so drawn to. Go and have a listen. It's up on Bandcamp. Follow their socials, please. It's so important to support these bands. And to the band, killer debut, wonderfully produced to ensure that all that has been poured into this craft is sitting in the right position and is heard with good clarity amidst the gloom of it all. I'm Kelly T. This has been my Black Metal Reviews.